5 a.m. here in Las Vegas, and I just wanted to get a video out to you guys real quick on something that has really been bothering me over the last several months. Okay, so we're gonna give this a shot and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Almost made it. The exit is the hardest part when you're going on the escalator the opposite way. So what is a creative funk? A creative funk is kind of like that escalator where you're going down the wrong way. Essentially, it's the same feeling. You're trying your hardest to pump out content and create, but the more and more you try, the more you begin to tread water and go backwards and get yourself in a hole where you don't want to create. And that's the biggest issue with the creative funk, is that you stop creating. Now, with that being said, the creative funk has a polar opposite called the creative flow, and that's like going up the escalator the right way. It's smooth, it's easy, it's comfortable, and it just happens on its own. That's where I'm striving to get to, is in that creative flow space. So when did this creative funk start for me? Well, in November, I was offered the opportunity to go to Saudi Arabia, and I was there to create some content around Formula E and the Diriyah season, which is a big art, sports, music festival that goes on for like a month or more in Saudi Arabia. It's incredible. It was an amazing experience. But I couldn't get myself to create content. There was Formula E, there were outdoor desert adventures, there was a giant car show, and I just couldn't get myself to finish the actual content that was being created. And it didn't have anything to do with being lazy, didn't have anything to do with not having enough content to cover, because you'll see, I got to see some awesome cars, and I'll show you some of the stuff that I saw right now. So as you can see, I saw some awesome stuff and there was some great content available, but I just couldn't get myself to find out what the story was. Like, what was my creative purpose for those videos? And I was stuck. Wow, those are really cool. There was a guy sleeping in that elevator, so yeah, we're gonna take the stairs. Interesting. That's Vegas, I guess. So now the big question is, how did I get out of that creative funk, and how can you do that as well for your content or for your work or just for your life? You're just in this funk where you can't get out of it. So number one, write down your thoughts and ideas. Writing down your thoughts and ideas allow you to kind of clear your mind, get everything out on paper, and start to prioritize. What do you want to create? What do you want to write? What do you want to develop? That's one of the options that work the best for me. Is I like to take notes and I like to write. What doesn't work for me is typing them up. I don't like using the notes app. I don't like writing down in an email or anything. I like actually taking a pen and paper, old school style, and writing it down and getting my thoughts on the paper. And that is what's helped me come into 2020. Ah, look what we found here. Found a Ferrari 458. Just sitting right here on the strip. Look at that. A little car spotting for you guys. I didn't think that it was gonna happen, but here we are. The Ferrari 458. One of my favorite cars. 458 Speciale obviously is the more aggressive, more raw, visceral experience. That's the one that I love, but I'd go for a 458 for sure. This one has definitely beat the hell and back. Wow. So number 2, go collaborate with a friend, another YouTuber, just some other creative partner to help you get out of that creative space, somebody to challenge you and push you through that creative funk. That works sometimes for me, but not all the time. I think it's definitely a very, very good method for just making sure you get out and just do it, because that's common advice for a lot of people here on YouTube is just go out and shoot, just go out and create something, just go do it and then upload it and see what happens. But honestly, that's not the best way for some people like myself. It's hard because I'm a perfectionist in a way to a certain degree. I just feel like I need to have too much control over the content that I create, and I need to have some sort of idea of the storyline. But when you have a collaborator that you're working with, it's easier to push through that funk and create a story and find the story, or just create nonsense and have fun, right? I mean, I think it's a little harder to have fun by yourself than it is with someone else. So yeah, just go find somebody to collaborate with. Do that. And number 3, sometimes you just need to take a break. Give yourself a break, give yourself time to get your mind together and figure yourself out and what you actually want to do. When you're in a creative funk, you can't continue to try to push yourself through this, because all you're going to do is push yourself further and further down. Maybe it's an hour, maybe it's 2 hours, maybe it's 2 months. You never know what it's going to be, but you just need to give yourself time to get yourself into the right headspace to create again. Alright, doing a little bit of jaywalking here, or jay running, whatever you want to call it. Alright, let's see if we can get across the street. There we go, safely. Ooh, Italy, one of the best Italian places in the world. So just to recap really quick, number 1, write down your ideas and your notes and get the stuff out of your head onto paper so that you can clearly see what you're trying to create. Number 2, go collaborate with a friend or family member or another creator on YouTube. Go collaborate. That'll help push you through that creative funk. And number 3, just take a break. Give yourself a breather to figure it all out and see what you want to do moving forward. So I appreciate you guys tuning into today's video. Please make sure that you're subscribed, turn the little notification bell on, like, comment, share, do all those amazing things that we do here on YouTube. And tomorrow, I will see you at CES. See you later.